Permission to Party kicks up again in 2026. Huntsville, Alabama, January 15th. January 16th, Columbia, South Carolina. The 17th, Charlotte, North Carolina. And Augusta, Georgia, January 18th. Avoid scalpers and go to BertBertBert.com to get your lowest ticket price.
So he's like, it's Segura. And I'm like, dude, it's not up.
Definitely how I would.
Yeah. Like, it's not up to you. It's a fucking Spanish word. Yeah.
Stop right there. How many of you ever heard Tom introduce himself to someone as, I'm Tom Segura? I never. Fucking never. Fucking never. It's the soon-to-be retitled Bert Kreischer solo podcast show. I'll probably name it what I want to name it, which is something about open tabs or bar tabs. Because in this podcast, I basically go through all the tabs that I've opened throughout the week, and I tell you about them. I saw this thing on Instagram. We're going to talk a little bit about Instagram today. I fell in love with this guy, Bob Menery. I showed it a little bit to Shane Torres, but I'll show it to you. It is so fucking funny, this guy. He's on Instagram. I don't know how I found him, but I was listening to him. Fuck Bob Menery. Let's talk about the brilliance, which is Pat McAfee. I think you can sense the what we're getting into right now, the Menery McAfees. Bob McAfee, by the notes are coming back that not a lot of people like Halston. Have you read that?
No.
Oh, I'm getting a ton of them. So, I'm kidding. Pat McAfee has a show called The Pat McAfee Show. It's on Barstool Sports. I'm a fan of the guy. I didn't know he was 30. I thought he was like 43 because he's retired. He's a retired kicker from the Colts. He is an interesting guy. He did stand-up one time, filmed it, and shot a special. The first time he'd ever did stand-up, he filmed it, shot a special, and sold it and made a ton of money off of it. He is a really interesting guy, man. He can do a read better than anyone in the fucking business. And so I said to him the other day, we were talking he called me for his radio show, and we were bullshitting, and I told him, I love his Instagram. His Instagram is so freaking interesting. I love his Instagram. Not 24 hours later, Pat McAfee posts this. It's Easter afternoon, and Pat McAfee posts maybe the greatest video my family has ever watched together.
What's going on, Dad? How's it going? The left way. Dad, have you ever lost this game before? No. Okay. It's only the first time I ever played it.
They're playing Jenga. In case you don't know, if you're not from this country.
Bruce Lee up in the...
What's going to happen tomorrow?
This is insane. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen on the internet.
Sally McAfee in the background talking shit.
Unreal.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He has risen.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What's going on, Dad?
My family, I showed that to Isla, and the first thing she said is, I got to try it. I showed it to Georgia, and Georgia was eating a sandwich, and she was watching it, and she was like, and all of a sudden she goes, wait, which one's he going for? Oh my God. Everyone had an amazing reaction. And let me tell you something, that's called the Mickey Mantle gene. For those of you who don't know, that's called the Mickey Mantle gene. A man who can do that possesses the Mickey Mantle gene. He might not have utilized it the way I have, the way I've just kind of flexed it. I've almost like enhanced it. The same way that the genetic makeup of Spider-Man changed when the spider bit him, something must have happened to me. What if it was a strain of marijuana that went around in the early 90s, late 80s, that I got a hold of, that we all got a hold of at the same time, and it changed our genetic makeup? I've never seen anything quite as amazing. So I watch this. I lose my shit. We'll close this tab. And then I find, these are all gun control. We'll be talking about gun control pretty soon. We'll be talking about Dan Cummings. Again, Two Dope Queens. Stomach sleeping. Tom Segura and his soft shoeing of his Peruvian side to teases and Miro. Have you seen this? Fucking Segura is such a sellout. Never speaks Spanish ever until he gets around fucking Kid Miro and he's fucking Boricua, and he's fucking talking Spanish left and right. He opens it up like, hey, me and your hermano, sí, claro. I speak Spanish too, Tom. I don't fucking pander to people so that they'll like me. Oh, ¿cómo está usted? Me llamo Tom Segura. He never says that. My name's Tom Segura. Tomas Segura. He never does that shit around us. He's married to the whitest woman in the world. But man, this fucking... We'll get to this. We'll get to Segura. Let's build. San Antonio, I'm there all weekend. The Four Seasons, that's where I stayed in Hawaii when I got back from Hawaii, was the Four Seasons. But hold on. Let's get to Bob Menery. Is it Bob Menery? Where's Bob Menery? Where did I have him up here? I had him up here somewhere. Two Dope Queens. Hold on. We got to get to him. Wife of the Party? That's not...
Hi, everybody.
Gee, get off that right now. How to adjust audio in iMovie? I know. Let's just pull up Bob Menery. This guy is... I found him at the Four Seasons where I was in bed with Leanne. If you've heard this already, I apologize. But this is for one of those of you who didn't spend 4 hours listening to my podcast. And you're like, listen, I need the notes, Bert. Give me the Cliff Notes. Maybe that's what we'll call this. Cliff Notes with Bert Kreischer. That's basically what I'm doing. Bob Menery. He is he's on Instagram, and he's a comedian, but he talks like this, but he's got little catchphrases. He's really interesting. This is the one I'll play. I'll play you a different one. From what I played the other day. This is just what he does, okay? So now, by the way, I'm laying in bed with Leanne. We're at the Four Seasons. I say Four Seasons over and over again because you'll get to why I'm saying it over and over again. It's coming up. It's important. And Leanne doesn't know that he is not the sportscaster, that what he does is he takes sports clips and then he broadcasts over them. He cuts out the audio and delivers his own audio. And I don't know why it doesn't have a show on SportsCenter after hours commentating old games, because it's fucking hilarious. Here he is.
Well, Peter, we're going to keep our expectations to a minimum based on his skin color. Troy Apka on the 40. It begins right now. Holy fucking sugar titty motherfucking cuntbag. Unbelievable as Troy Apka runs a 4.35. Peter, who would have thunk it as the crowd is on their feet going wild for Troy Apka. I just saw a pair of fake titties right after he crossed the finish line. That's how excited this crowd is right now. I mean, oh my goodness. You know, I can understand the other three players in a 4.32. They were all black. And I'm just calling a spade, okay? You know, I'm sick and tired of the world we live in as Dion goes, basically. Buddy, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Let's take a look at the replay again. Like a fucking bolt of firecrackers went right up his asshole, and he finishes at a... Well,
by the way,
Peter,
the reason that's really interesting, the reason that's really interesting to me, that race, but Bob Menery's his name. He does all these videos. He just challenged someone, I don't know who it was, to a golf tournament, and I thought it was going to blow up. And apparently, he only has like 10,000 followers on his YouTube. So follow him on his YouTube page. I think he posts these videos on his YouTube page. But something like this, a guy like this, I could watch a best of. Ooh, I'm looking for a video. Oh, let's see if it came to me. I'm looking for a video of Charles Barkley and Shaq that it made me laugh hysterically. Cancel. And I couldn't find it. Let's see if someone sent it to me. I couldn't find this video. There was a clip of Charles Barkley and Shaq that was... No, that's not it. I'll find it for the next episode. It made me laugh so hard. But follow this guy, Bob Menery, on YouTube. He does long vines. Let's get to these are me all just looking for Shaq and... Oh, here's Bob Menery. We're out of that. Funniest Chuck and Shaq moments. Can't find one I'm looking for. Get out of that. All right. I got my guns today. So I want to talk about this for a second by the way, this isn't my opinion. This is my experience, all right? So don't think I'm giving you opinion on gun laws or an opinion on gun safety or an opinion on gun control or an opinion on guns. This is my experience, and I'm telling you about my experience, okay? I don't want to get this twisted into a gun control debate and you tell people what I think. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what happened to me. I didn't know anything about guns. I knew nothing about guns. I knew so little about guns that I knew nothing about guns. Yet I would hear people on both sides argue adamantly that also knew nothing about guns. And I felt to myself, I don't want to be an idiot. I don't mind knowing nothing about guns. But with where we are today in the gun control debate, I didn't want to be one of the idiots that knew nothing of guns and had an opinion. Those are the worst people in the world. People who know nothing. I heard someone the other day say, Dave Smith said, it's almost like, say you follow, this is Dave Smith from Legion of Skanks. Say you're a big Hawks fan, and I don't know the Hawks at all. I don't even follow basketball. And I said, what do you think about the trade for ... And I said, let me tell you what I think, but I've never watched the Hawks. That is what is happening in this country today. And I believe in that. I agree with that. Dave eloquently said it. I believed this a month ago when I started the process of buying a gun. But the reason I wanted to buy a gun is I had heard people say how easy it is to get a gun in this country, and we need to get stricter gun laws, stricter gun control laws. So on a lark, a little depressed, a little lost, having done the special, not knowing what I'm writing about in the future, not knowing, I feel like I've milked all the stuff about my family and my life experiences. I want to write from a new place. I get a little bored sometimes. I don't want to rewrite the same jokes I've done. And I really don't talk about politics, but I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about my experience in politics. I'm a storyteller. So I decide, and by the way, this isn't the bit. If it ever becomes a bit, this is not the bit. I decide on a lark, I wonder if I can buy a gun. I've got to go to All Things Comedy to do the Tinfoil Hat podcast with Sam Tripoli. And I know there's a gun store on the way. So I Yelp guns. By the way, this is the problem America, I think, is having with how easy it is. I Yelp guns. I don't know an arms dealer. I don't know the Lord of War or the King of War. I just Yelp guns. And it's like all over the place. There's one next door to you. And then I'm like, well, where's one on my way to go to All Things Comedy? And they're like, the one. There's 7 on their way to All Things Comedy. There's a lot of gun stores. By the way, we live in LA. I didn't think there would be, I honestly did not know there would be a gun store, let alone a plethora of gun stores. To what was the line from Wayne's World? I don't have a gun, let alone a plethora of guns to necessitate a rack. Remember she bought him a gun rack? So I'm driving there and I go to the highest rated ones. Shout out to, they're my guns dealer. They're the guys that, all the guys over there were very, 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 very kind to me. I got 30 minutes before my meeting starts. And I figure, from what I've heard in the national dialogue, I can definitely pick up a gun in 30 minutes. I'm just telling you that's what I've heard. So I pull up, get out. Hey, what's up? I like a gun. And they're like, what do you need a gun for? And I was like, respect. And they laughed. And then they recognized me. And then they were like, seriously, what do you need a gun for? And I was like, seriously, respect. I was like, no, I want it for home protection. Not self-defense, because I'm not going to pull a gun on anybody. Hey, man, fuck you. I want it for home safety, in case someone home invades me. And they're like, cool, what are you thinking about? I was like, well, I know I want a Mossberg. That's all I wanted when I went there was just, I wanted a Mossberg. I wanted a black Mossberg. I knew the gun I wanted.
What kind of gun is a Mossberg?
A Mossberg, by the way, I own one. I'm not entirely sure. It's a, you can put a lot of bullets in it. You can put 6 cartridges in it. 6 plus 1, because I think you can chamber 1 and then load up 6. It's a 12 gauge.
Okay.
a little more gun than Leanne can control, I think, but it doesn't matter. I got 2 different types of ammo. I got more of like a shooting clay ammo that goes a little wider, and I got we have to redo the drywall ammo. So I go on one of Mossberg, and he's like, cool. And he's like, you want anything else? I was like, I can get more than one? That's, by the way, that is my type of shopping. And he was like, yeah, you can actually get a handgun too. You can get a long gun and a handgun. I was like, dude, I want both. Gives me the test. You got to take a test. You got to fill out a form. So almost like filling out paperwork for a house. A lot of paperwork. It is a lot of paperwork. Fill it out. I'm such an idiot. I pay for them. I fill it out and I go, listen, I got a meeting in 10 minutes. I'm just going to come back on my way here. And they were like, great. So I go to my meeting. I come back and I'm like, I'm ready for my guns. And he's like, oh, there's a 10-day waiting period. And I was like, what? I was like, no, I don't even want them. Who the fuck? I want a gun now. Like, who wants to? Who has ever bought something and was like, I can't wait till it comes in 10 days? Amazon gets shit here quicker than 10 days. I'm so immediate that if I want a camera, I can get it here today. And by the way, that is a long wait for me because sometimes I just go, fuck it, I'll go to the store. I want it immediately. I want my purchases immediately. And when he said 10 days, I literally was so deflated. I was like, so I can't even buy ammo? Like, I can't buy anything? And he was, and they were like, very cool. No, that's the law. I was like, all right. So I pay for them. I go home. And then, quite honestly, I just don't remember I bought guns. I don't care about it. I'm like, whatever. I have guns waiting for me. They're there. I go to Hawaii. I go on tour. I go to Hawaii. A month goes by, and that starts to creep up on when your guns get given back because you never came back to get them. So they call and they say, today, right now, is the very last day you can get them. So yesterday, I was like, I'll go a day early. You got to bring a DWP bill with your name on it to prove that you live at the house. I go in, DWP bill, car registration. I email him to him. He pulls them up, and he's like, I can't give you your guns. I was like, what? He's like, the name of your shit's not registered in your name. I was like, are you fucking kidding? He's like, no, man, the shit's not registered in your name. You gotta. Oh, Leanne just went in the garage. Your car's not registered in your name.
It's under Leanne's name.
It's under Leanne's name. And I'm like, are you shitting me? He was like, I hate to say this, but what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to draw up a lease and lease your house from your wife. I'm like, are you the fucking red tape? Like, are you serious?
And at this point, you're lying.
I mean, technically now I'm. That's how hard it is to get a gun. So I can't get my guns yesterday. I go home. I do me a favor, bleep out the 2 guys' names just in case what we're doing is illegal, and bleep out the name of my gun dealer. Okay.
Oh right.
Yeah, and bleep out all the guns.
What 2 guys' names?
I said their names. Shout out to Dot and Dot. You'll hear it.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be like 5 minutes behind here. So we get a lease. Leanne officially draws up a lease. Says I've been a renter from her since 2011, since we bought the house. I don't know why she said 2011. I guess we bought it in 2009. And then I leased the house from Leanne. I pay her a stipend. And now I'm a leasee in my own house that I fucking own so I can buy a gun. I am so exhausted by the gun process that I can't believe anyone can go through this and get a gun in LA. It's just too much. First of all, you have to own a house. Second of all, the house, everything has to be in your name if you want the gun, which does happen with a lot of men that aren't cucks. And then I start going, I say to my guys, I go, how hard is it to get a gun in LA? And they're like, dude, California is the strictest gun laws in the country. I was like, really? Now, I will say this is an opinion. I am cool with everything I had to go through. I'm not angry at the state of California. I'm not angry at the gun control laws. I just noticed that we've also had shootings as well. We had a big shooting at YouTube the other day, which is in California, correct? Mm-hmm. So we have all the loopholes. Or not loopholes. We have all the pitfalls so you can't get a gun.
Through, yeah.
We have all the hoops to jump through. And it's still happening in our state. It's still happening. And then I just was like, just out of curiosity, I was like, what are the hardest states to buy guns in? And what are the easiest states to buy guns in. So I thought we just share this as information. The 10 states with the strictest gun laws. Number 10 surprised the living shit out of me. Pennsylvania.
Oh, interesting.
Right? I tell you why it's got to be Pennsylvania. Because the Northeast has, I think, the strictest gun laws, mostly because of the most metropolis. So states like Philadelphia, Delaware, Maryland, D.C., New Jersey, New York, I think Boston. I wouldn't be shocked if Boston, Massachusetts, states like that are the strictest gun laws, I'm pretty sure. Mostly because there's so many people living in such a small, confined area in so many different places that if you did shoot a gun, if gun shots, my theory is that gun laws are based on distance of people. The further away you are from people, the further away you live from people, the looser gun laws are. The closer that people live together, the stricter the gun laws are. Because you can't just sell someone a shotgun in New York City, because if they have a shotgun in New York City and they decide to use it, they are definitely killing their neighbor. Like, their neighbor is going to feel the repercussions of that. Pennsylvania, I'm reading it. I should read out loud, but I'm bad at that. Illinois, right? That's Chicago. Rhode Island, I think that's just because it's a small place and like no one is really tiny to be in Rhode Island, correct? Maryland's got District of Columbia in it, right? Or is that Washington? Maryland's Maryland. Hawaii surprised me. In Hawaii, no person shall acquire the ownership of a firearm, one, either by purchase, gift, inheritance, bequest, or any other manner, whether procured in Hawaii or imported, until he is procured from the chief of police of the county of his place of business, residence, or sojourned a permit to acquire.
Whoa.
Dude.
No one's getting guns there.
Fucking, and Hawaii was the most recently taken over. Like, you know what, our whole right to bear arms for fear that the state will come in and take over the government will come in and take Hawaii. That just happened in like 1950 or something, right? That's
state,
Alaska.
yeah.
That's Alaska. Alaska's the last state, isn't it?
I thought Hawaii is.
When was Hawaii? Will you Google when Hawaii was?
Yeah.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to secure the freedom of state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It's a state provision, but man, it is hard as fuck to get a gun in Hawaii.
1959.
1959. I mean, I guess we didn't come in then, and I mean, I mean white people, and by white people I mean Dole, came in and fucking took over their monarchy in probably like the 30s or 40s or 10s or 12s or anyway. Connecticut makes sense. Everyone's crammed in. These are all Northeast states, except for Hawaii. New York, Massachusetts, Jersey, and California. So the three toughest ones are California. Let's see what California says. California is a state known for the strictest gun laws in California. The state known for the strictest gun laws in California. The state known for the strictest gun laws in... The state known for the strictest gun laws is California. In California, all firearm sales, transfers, including private transactions and sales at gun shows, must go through a California licensed firearm dealer. California also has no provision in its state constitution that explicitly guarantees an individual the right to keep or bear arms. Keep and bear arms. So then I was like, okay, interesting. Now, in my deduction, I was like, all small places, all Northeast. Now, what's the places with the easiest gun laws? I'm going to let you guess. If you can guess 5, I'm going to let you guess. If you can get, you got to guess 7 out of the 10. Okay? Super fucking easy.
Texas.
No.
No?
No.
Florida.
You nailed it.
Washington.
No.
Oregon.
No.
Nevada?
No, but Nevada's close, but no.
Idaho?
Idaho?
Wyoming?
No. Alabama? Alaska.
Oh, Alaska. Well, for protection against the animals.
Yeah, Alaska's got to be very easy. Like, hey, do you have a gun? They're like, you don't have to pay for it. It's rough out there.
There's danger probably around the corner.
Arkansas, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, and Idaho. The easiest states to buy a gun, according to the USA Today, which is a little bit of a rag.
I'm kind of surprised Texas isn't there. I feel like they have a lot of pride with their guns, and they all wear their holsters. And I've never been to Texas, by the way.
No, I by the way, I didn't see Texas on the list. Texas might not count because it's I don't think it's part of the country. It's its own country. Mm-hmm. It's not its own state.
Some province or something.
I don't know. I just made that up.
I've heard something like that as well.
In Alabama, license, registration, or permit required to buy a gun? No. Permit needed to carry a handgun? Yes. Registered gun per 1,000 adults? 30. 30 registered guns per 1,000 adults. So that means that can't mean that like one guy's got 30 guns and 999 don't have any, right?
No.
Anyway, that was my I'm done with gun control. I don't really give a fuck about it. I have 2 guns now. Both are for home protection. Both are wired and hooked up for home protection, meaning like I went in and paid the extra money to get it all taken care of. Like I got my shotgun set up for self-defense, then killing, if you know what I mean. And then my fucking Glock is badass. It looks badass. Changed out the scope, doing a light, whatever, little fucking sleep action. I don't know. I just made that up. All right. Let's talk about podcast. So we'll go back to podcast names. Time Suck with Dan Cummings is one of my favorite podcasts right now. I'm addicted to it. If you're not listening to it, I suggest you listen to it. It is much better than the solo podcast you're listening to right now. It is well researched, and he takes subjects in his podcast. These are such subjects. I'll just share them with you real quick. Sign in. Okay, his website's not the best. I'm not going to lie to you. There we go. The Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, is bonus episode number 19. America's Gun Control is a fascinating one, and by the way, does such a better coverage than what I just did. That's number 80. That's recently. The Chernobyl disaster, number 79. Defiance, the Nazi killing Belinsky brothers. The Nazi killing Belinsky brothers. You don't think I'm going to listen out on a fucking plane? And he does a comprehensive review. He does all the research. I think he's got a team of researchers, and he puts it all together. He also edits it all together. It's not just one take, so it sounds seamless. It is such a great fucking podcast. Aleister Crowley, the wickedest man in the world. I know that name, Aleister Crowley. I don't know how I know it. And so that's going to be one I listen to. Norris Gods. Oh, you know that's right up my alley. Tupac and Biggie, Fame, Money, and Murder. Guns and Gods, the David Koechner story. The David Koresh Waco story. That's one I'll listen to. I got really obsessed with. Let's get out of this. But Time Suck with Dan Cummings is something I was obsessed with, and that led me to Two Dope Queens. Two Dope Queens is on HBO. They have a show on HBO. It's actually really, really good. I say that actually really, really good only because it's a live podcast. It's not technically a stand-up show. It's a live podcast, and it's an hour long, and it's really entertaining. And I know they came from the podcasting place, and I've seen so many live podcasts that I was immediate like, this is gonna suck shit. But man, they come out there. They look beautiful. I say that. I know that I shouldn't say that about a comic. I should just go, they're funny. But they do look beautiful. Their stage is gorgeous. I love, and it's a sold out, huge fucking theater in Brooklyn. And they go in, they pack the place out, and they destroy. They cover topics. It's just cool. Check it out. It's on HBO Go. Two Dope Queens. I watched that because I watched the Gary Shandling documentary. That was fucking awesome, dude. The Gary Shandling documentary, if you're a fan of Gary Shandling, and I'm more of a fan of Andre the Giant, that comes out in like a month. That one's going to be fucking great, bro. Andre the Giant lived life. I would love to be that big. I know it would suck, like taking shits and stuff, sitting on a toilet and having the toilet go up your asshole. What are you looking at?
Aleister Crowley a little bit.
What is he?
It just says Aleister Crowley was an English occultist, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. I wonder if that's the Mr. Crowley from Ozzy Osbourne's song.
I'm almost certain it is. It's got to be.
Mr. Crowley.
And
I was gonna look up Andre the Giant. There's some like drinking legends of his.
that he would drink 24 beers on a flight. Yeah, but the beers look like thimbles in his hand.
Yeah.
Viceland. Let's get to the soft shoeing of Tom Segura. Let's see, where is he? Is this it? I want you to hear how he starts his interview with Teases and Miro. How do I get kicked offline? Here we go. Tom Segura, extended cut. Now, listen, you know this guy, right? You're a fan of this guy, right? You ever heard him talk Spanish? I know him very well. I do know that he can understand Spanish. You ever heard him talk Spanish?
No more show it late now. You know what it is? Nothing but illustrious, yes?
That's right, you pieces of trash. Today we got stand-up comedian and fucking superstar Tom Segura, whose Netflix
Did you
special
hold on? Did you just hear that?
is available-
Did you hear?
Segura.
Did you hear the way he said it? Tom Segura from Tampa Highlight. Tom Segura. Fucking, you know why that is? You think he said that? No. Tom introduced himself that way. Hola, ¿cómo está usted? Me llamo Tom Segura. Yo chiste. I tell chistes. That's a joke in Spanish. Look at this fat fache.
Right now on the podcast is your mom's house.
Yep.
That sounds like...
Not tu mama's casita.
I was podcast for your mom's house.
Tu mama's casita.
Tom, come to the table.
Yeah.
Ven acá, por favor, Tommy.
My guy, welcome.
My guy.
Also, shout out to Miro pronouncing your name correctly.
Yeah, my man's Dominican.
Yes, with the inflection.
Yeah.
You speak fluent Spanish.
I do.
Claro.
Por supuesto, hablo castellano. Sí.
Oh, fucking shut up.
You know what I'm saying? How many people call
Con
you?
la raza.
Oh, shut up, Tom.
Hey, how many people are like,
Shout out my trouble.
hey, Tom
They are taking our
Segura?
jobs, you
They all
see?
say it.
Segura? Hey,
You know who says it the most fucked up? My dad, whose last name it is.
How does he say it?
He's a white guy who has a Spanish last name, and my mom is Peruvian.
Right.
So we learned Spanish because of her, but oddly we have a Spanish, like, paternal last
In Cincinnati.
name. So he's like, it's Segura. And I'm like, dude, it's not up.
Definitely how I would.
yeah.
Like, it's not up to you. It's a fucking Spanish word.
Stop right there. How many of you ever heard Tom introduce himself to someone as, I'm Tom Segura? I never. Fucking never. Fucking never. Fucking nunca. Nunca, never.
You don't get to go say it the way I feel like saying
Yeah, no.
it. It's like in LA, the neighborhood of like, they call it, all the fucking people, white people call it Los Feliz.
Yeah.
It's Los Feliz.
So let's go.
Is it Los Feliz? Is it Los Feliz? Are you serious? Los Feliz. Shut up, Siri.
Mine went off too.
Is that really how you say Los Feliz?
I don't know. My last name isn't Segura.
That's so interesting. I usually drive up there using Los Cienega. I don't go Los Cienega. Salpovada.
You kind of know a decent amount of Spanish.
I am fucking fluent in Spanish. As fluent as Tom Segura, but I don't use it to make friends.
Are you really?
Yes. Claro.
Los Feliz.
But it's like Taco Bell, you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
in the
listen, we
Uber.
gonna take y'all stuff or just ruin it.
That's real true.
See, what they did for white guys like me and Tom is they taught us Spanish in high school. And then you went to college and you were like, shit, I can learn a new language, or I can just get an A in Spanish. And you took Spanish again in college. So you took 8 years of Spanish 1 through 4. And so you can just basically say, hey, can I borrow your pencil? What's the capital of Peru? And excuse me, I only have a pen.
Boulevard or whatever.
right, yeah.
That's a scissor in Spanish for
Yeah.
the uninitiated. And it was like, hey, I'm going over to Segura.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
bullshit. And I got a real fucking problem.
Speak to the camera, let it know.
with,
Let it be known.
I got a problem.
Come on, Cesar Chavez.
Wow, water, okay? Like that.
Wow, LaCroix?
That's just not LaCroix.
It's La Croix.
That's La Croix.
LaCroix! Maybe the one thing like, yo, let me get all the LaCroix in here.
And there's
So your problems with the pronunciation,
Can I tell you what my real problem is? Is they like him more than they liked me.
A little jealous.
A little jealous. Fucking, I'm the one that's been a fan of theirs for fucking years. I call Tom, after doing their show, and I go, you have to do this show, Teases and Miro. It's so much fun. I text Miro Tom's number. Miro, this is Tom. Tom, this is Miro. You guys have to do a show together. You guys would be awesome. By the way, I was right. I was totally right. They are fucking awesome. This is a great interview. Once they get past this, but it's a great interview. But they love him. They fucking love him. I've texted Miro like 5 times since. Never fucking replied once. It's such a great interview, and it did really well online. I'm gonna get out of this interview because I can't. It just fucking kills me. Stomach sleeping is something I was looking into. The 4 seasons. Let's just run quick real through what we got here. This was a Joe Rogan episode. I don't know what this was.
Vegas magician. He's a wizard, dude.
Legion of Skanks with Joe Rogan is such a great fucking episode. It's one of the best JREs I've seen in a really long time. The 3 of them, Louis J. Gomez, Big J, and Dave Smith, literally are on their P's and Q's. No one's talking over each other. They're being funny as shit. It was such a great interview that halfway through I wanted to say, like, I would use any of these topics you're talking about and making me die laughing in the car. I'd use them as a bit. It was such a good interview. They talk about robot people and would you fuck one if you could buy one? And then at one point Rogan's like, no, but I was thinking about getting one to wrestle with. And all of them are like, sure. And Joe's like, no, they sealed up the asshole in the mouth. Dude, it was such a funny fucking interview. The whole time I'm dying laughing. And it was all I could think of is when I first heard about robot people, I was with my buddy Obi. And I was like, whoa. We were watching it on Real Sex. They used to have a show called Real Sex or something. I think it was called Real Sex.
On HBO?
On HBO. And they showed one, and me and Obi were watching it. And I was like, that's fucking insane. And he was looking at it, but looking past it. And he just very quietly, as if he was saying it to himself, said, do you realize how weird you could get with one of those? And I laughed so fucking hard. I was like, yeah, I have an idea. Here's another clip at Segura. Savannah Guthrie cursed live on TV. I think you should be able to curse on TV. I think that's fucking horseshit. Roseanne Barr had 18.6 million viewers. That's a game changer. Shout out to Tony Hernandez or Antonio Hernandez from Tampa Highlight and Whitney Cummings.
What about episode 2 of Roseanne? How did that one go?
Must not be huge because no one reported on it.
Yeah,
but,
I haven't heard anything about it.
But it's probably still bigger than any show on television. And judge is sending DMX to prison. Fuck, that sucks. At this point, DMX is like, I think that might be good for him. He doesn't look healthy. I gotta change my lifestyle before. Ooh, Lena Dunham bit Beyonce in the face, allegedly. That's what they say. Lena Dunham bit Beyonce in the face. Tiffany Haddish said someone bit Beyonce in the face, and everyone thinks it's Lena Dunham. And Lena Dunham came out and was like, I did not bite her in the face. But what are you gonna say? Yeah, I bit her. I fucking bit her. And by the way, I would bite people. She didn't attack her and bite her. She just went, oh, I love you, like that, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like I'm so fucked up, you know, but they think it's Lena Dunham. Might have been Amy Schumer. Think about that. Amy would bite someone in the face. All right. She bites someone in the face if another comic did it before her.
She's not like a baby though. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I bite Leanne on the face all the time. I bite a lot of people. I'm a biter. Actually. I bite a fair amount of people. Shout out to Lena Dunham. She gets too much shit. Lena, I'm on your page. If you did bite Beyonce, dude, come on my podcast and talk about it. I bite people. If I ever see Lena Dunham, I'll bite her on the face. And just go give her a hug and go, I love you. And just bite her on the face. I've bit a lot of people. Now that I think about it, I bite the fuck out of people. I will grab Isla and I'll give her a bear hug and I'll just bite onto her shoulder. I love biting people.
Why?
I don't know. All right. Chrissy Teigen explains that Snapchat's dead. Snapchat's apparently dead. So if you're still using it, get off that train and get onto Instagram. Snapchat has died. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment of silence for Snapchat. We should actually do like 30 seconds of silence for Snapchat. Snapchat, take a moment of silence for Handsome Man Boy. He was a big Snapchat star. Did you ever follow that guy on Snapchat? Handsome Man Boy. Let's see if I can pull him up real quick. Handsome Man is what comes up. Boy. Handsome Man Boy. He was best Snapchat in the world. Handsome Man Boy. Let's pull it up. You ready? By the way, the reason I followed him, this is on his Facebook. Look, he's already off Snapchat. He's on Facebook. Handsome Man Boy build.
Hey, yo, the flyest motherfucker in the room. Yeah, you know it's me. Bitches hating on him cause he started out here locally. Hopefully, I'll be at the top soon. For now, I'm at my house on the couch watching cartoons. You know how much you love it when you get it in a bunny. So, Handsome Man Boy. Not a lot of material inside the content. It's a lot of selfies. He's a DJ, and I don't even think he's a DJ. He's a promoter, and he just is pretty confident. And he's got like rainbow colored hair, and he gets girls naked a lot on his show, and he smokes blunts. That's him with Riff Raff, and he had a beef with Mike Busey. I know that. Apparently he boxes now, which just seems to be everyone fucking boxes. That everyone's getting into fighting. Fucking follow your passion, assholes. This is all Handsome Man Boy. I really could care less. I stopped using Snapchat when he got big, so I was like, I kind of didn't get it entirely. And so I was like,
You do way better on Instagram.
Well, I just didn't enjoy Snapchat. I didn't like the people I was following, and no one grown up was using it. And now I'm on Instagram. I really like Instagram. Like I have fun in Instagram. R. Kelly claims he trained teen girls in alleged sex dungeon.
Oh, I heard about that.
Well, yeah, but you got to train them. Like you can't just send them in untrained. Just kidding. So, Untitled. I wonder what this YouTube page was. I wonder what this YouTube page was. I wonder what this YouTube page was. European road trips. I don't know why I would have Googled that. I must have been drunk Googling that. We're wrapping it up, everyone. Charlemagne versus Monique. Oh, of course, it's just hip-hop pages. Deezus and Miro, I fucking watch them daily. Shout out to Deezus and Miro. Just all I'm asking is that you say you like me better than you like Tom. It's not a competition, Bert. Oh, shut the fuck up. I'm joking, everybody. Jesus Christ. I don't really...
I've had some of my friends actually text me and ask me like, "What's going on between Bert and Tom? Like, are they okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, come on!" Like,
I talk to him every other day on the phone for like an hour, and we fight. We fight nonstop for an hour. We fight about whose dick is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking Kool-Aid. How much time have we done?
50 minutes.
All right, let's wrap this bitch up. I watched this Charlemagne versus Monique on Joe Budden's podcast. Shout out to the white guy on Joe Budden's podcast. Shout out to Deezus and Miro for me saying shout out. I never used that before I met them.
Any weird porn this week?
No. Yeah, I've been watching this. I don't know why this turns me on, but it's porn where the title is guy blows a load in girl and she's not on the pill, but there's no way to really prove that, but it still turns me on. Like there's no way to be like verify. Like she doesn't go, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not on the pill." She just goes, "Oh yeah, daddy," or whatever the fuck. I can't hear that word daddy after the Puff Diddy blowing out the candles fucking thing. Yeah. Four Seasons. Here was the Four Seasons. This is why. Let's see if I can find the video. So we stayed at the Four Seasons. Here, let's bring you with closure, people. You want closure? I got closure for you. The Four Seasons, the movie. God damn it. Leanne and I were staying at the Four Seasons. We typed in the Four Seasons, and the movie came up. It's a movie we haven't seen in forever, okay? It was from 1981, and it was Alan Alda, Carol Burnett, and a bunch of other people. I can't remember everybody. But here's a trailer to it, just so you can enjoy a trailer to it, okay?
Is this the fun part? Are we having fun yet?
Through winter, spring, summer,
Oh my God, the boat's moving!
You go ahead, folks. I'll catch up.
and fall.
I wonder what other people do on their vacations.
Somehow, they survive it all. Alan Alda, Carol Burnett, Len Cariou, Sandy Dennis, Rita Moreno, Bess Armstrong, and Jack Weston. Friendship is like the seasons. The Four Seasons, written and directed by Alan Alda.
Well, that's when trailers didn't matter, because they only put out 100 movies a year, and you had to see every movie that came out.
Yeah.
What's beautiful about this movie, and you got to get it on DVD. You can't get it anywhere else. What Leanne and I should do is we should rent our copy of The Four Seasons for you and your wife to watch, where we send it to you with a bottle of wine. You got to watch it with a bottle of wine. We watched it with 2 bottles of wine, and it's. If you're older, meaning like Leanne's much older than me. She's like 57. How old is Leanne?
You're like 62 or something.
62.
Yeah.
103. Leanne's older than me, but I'm 45. And so many of the themes in this are so relevant. They don't make movies like this anymore. They make movies, which is really cool. They make movies like Pitch Perfect, where my daughters watch it and they hope for life. They go, oh, I can't wait to go to college. Maybe I'll join an a cappella band. Maybe I'll have a group of friends and we'll all live in the same house and we'll be this tight and we'll have a fat girl that we call Fat Amy. Maybe I'll fall in love. Maybe my boyfriend will paddle out in a boat and serenade me from a boat. That's the beauty of a movie, is it allows you to dream about a life you don't have, but you might be able to have. Even Star Wars. I remember watching Star Wars and going, I wonder if one day I'll find out that I got superpowers and that I'm like Luke Skywalker. I'm a Jedi. It allows you to dream. But they don't make movies for 40-year-old couples anymore because it just doesn't sell. But back when Hollywood was Hollywood, when it was Hollywood, you could be Alan Alda, write a script and go, I'd like to make this. And someone will give you probably what see if you can find out the budget for the Four Seasons. But I can tell you what it is in a hotel room. It's pretty fucking expensive. But they give you the budget to make a movie like this, and you'd make what would be a shoestring budget movie, and you'd release it out, and people would find it. And this movie came out in 1981. Just to be fair, 1981 is right around when VCRs came out.
$6.5 million it was made for.
Good God.
It made 50.4 in the box office.
Really?
Yeah.
How much did it make altogether, though? It's got to be a lot. Because this came out when VCRs came out. VHS. So we saw this on VHS. I remember my parents watching it with their friends in the living room. And I must have seen this movie 30 times. That's how often my parents watched it. 30 times. They don't make movies like that. So that's what Leanne and I are going to try to do. We're going to try to write a movie for 40-year-old people who want to live life. I mean, all I'm doing right now is fucking fantasy fulfillment. Just all the shit that's cool when you're our age to do. That's what I'm focusing on. That's what I'm fucking doing. I fucking love this movie. It's such a good movie. The characters are so strong and the writing's so fucking strong. Shout out to Desus Amiro first for telling me how to do shout outs. Shout out to fucking Alan Alda and Carol Burnett, who are both still alive and in their 80s, I think. The guy that was giving the speech about Afraid of Underwear, he has passed. The original wife, she has passed. But Rita Moreno's still alive. If any of you guys want to do my podcast, any of the cast of the Four Seasons, open invite. What a great fucking movie. Have a great weekend. I love you guys with all my heart.